doing it. G'day Paul, bit of wind noise. I'm about to go and see Marvin at the moment, so I'm going to take you a tiki tour around the bottom half of the island here where we are, in Shimoyuge, which is the bottom half of the little town at the bottom. I was going to see if Sam's here, but he's not at the workshop, so I won't go and annoy him. Yeah, so Sam's just up around here. That's the doctor to my left. That's in there. He's like, I don't know, 30 seconds away. So I'm going to go open up the garage here, and so Sam's workshop's in here. There's big flitches of wood there for some surfboards we're going to make later on this year. Maybe a winter project. Should be okay. All right. Here we go. Right, I'm going to head off. We're going to cycle round to Marvin's place. He's about I don't know, 10 minute cycle, I guess, but we'll I won't go the short way. I'll go a slightly longer way, just because I can. I'll take the back roads, eh? Oh, way, so many old people here. There used to be an old theatre place. Ooh. That used to be our house in behind all that bamboo. That's where we were staying for a few years. That's where Sam lives now. Really pretty. So that faces east out there. It's where the moon rises. Absolutely beautiful. Those are all the islands. That's the inland sea. That's all looking towards Osaka direction, I guess, although you can't see Osaka. It's way off behind all those islands out there, and a little bit further, about 100 nautical miles away, I guess. That little place on the hill there, that's onsen, Hotel Onsen, or a spa. It's got hot baths that have these beautiful views over the water. Okay, this is Matsubara Beach. The amazing thing about this is that all that sand is Australian sand. So when they were feeling particularly rich in the 70s and 80s, I guess, they imported sand from Australia because that's what you did. It's just mental. The local sand is just it's actually better. It actually feels nicer than this stuff, but you know, they had too much money to know what to do with it, so they did things like that. Here's the view going the other way. Right, just had to lift the bike down the stairs there, and if I lift my third leg up, there we go, I can go. Whee! If you're into tiny houses, there's just so many nice sections around here for tiny homes. Here's one here. Perfect. All this overgrown stuff, grass that used to be, it all belongs to the shrine at the end here. But due to COVID, they're not allowing anybody, well, they don't allow anyone to camp here because they've got dieback on the pines that are here. So we'll go down here. So it's a really nice place to come for a picnic. It's nice and cool, get a sea breeze. That's the Maritime College sports ground here. So they play rugby and soccer and all the track athletes, that sort of stuff. The college also now has an IT section, an electrical engineering section, and I think it's a textile section as well. Oh, I'm not too sure on that last one. And here's the shrine. This shrine's pretty important. Uge was famous and also became rich due to its salt making. It used to be the official suppliers of salt, I think, to the Kyoto palaces when the royalty was down this way. So, yeah, so they'd come here, they'd do the salt, and then before the ships would head over that way, which is where Osaka and all that is over there, Kyoto, that, they would come here, they launch from here, and they'd be blessed before they left. And it's such a good place because once a year they have a big festival here, big shrine festival. They get the omikoshi with these mobile shrines, and they have great battles with them and things. Hopefully this year they'll have it because I think everyone's vaccinated, so that'd be cool. Alright, so yeah, that's absolutely stunning beach here. It's really nice. Good breeze, good to anchor off there and just enjoy the swim, and then you can go into fresh showers here, or you can just walk up the hill to the onsen. Really nice. I'm not going to drive up the onsen today because I've got to get to Marvin's. This is a new camping ground which they've designated away from all the pines. The Matsu, yeah, pine I think it is. It's pretty nice actually. They've done a good job as usual. Woo. It's the Sunday, it's the end of a long weekend, so a lot of people are packing up. I'm just going to go around the corner a little bit and just show you what it's like a little bit further around. Yes, so over there in the distance you might just pick out a ramp. That's where I had Tiare up there for 18 months. While I was redoing all the holes, scraping all the paint off, taking all the through holes out doing some much needed maintenance on everything really, before I could put it back in the water. But there's lots of videos of that. I might even put a card up there if you're interested in watching them. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that's that. GoPro, stop recording. That's the entrance to Pispa. I'm not going to go up there now, I'll do that another day. It deserves a video on its own with me. This is our pond. I think it's supposed to be a firefighting pond, but it's just a pond anyway. All that duckweed. Very pretty though. I might actually, I'm going to go and stop here. Yep, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to go and out for a walk out there. Ooh. It's a strange thing to say, but is it strange? But having, you're growing up in New Zealand, which is ultimately it's just a colony of an empire, a furthest reach of an empire, and not particularly rich. Coming into into one of the richest countries, you know, it was second richest, and I think it's still now third or fourth. It's just the difference is just astounding in terms of what you get in infrastructure, in the standards of, or the quality of people's products, you know, what they have every day in the house, you know, of items they just have. I mean, you know, you go into old houses that are abandoned and things, not that I should, but I do occasionally, and what they have there is just amazing. You know, the china and the glass, and it's all the top shelf quality stuff that you'd find in, you know, the best stores in New Zealand, and yet here it is, it's just lying around getting dust and things. And that's simply because it was such a rich country and there was so much money here that it's just what people had. And here, you know, on a population, an island that's only got 2,000 now, although it did have a few more earlier on in years gone by, you have this sort of infrastructure just for a tiny remote island. It's just unbelievable. This goes to show how much, you know, the wealth disparity between countries really, from the very top rich countries to the very poor countries. Although they could help by getting rid of all this weedy stuff. However, that's what it is. So yeah, we have little bronze castings all over the island and for different things. So yeah. Anyway, it's very pleasant here. It's very, very nice. Fascinating. Oh, I want to take that road. Oh, I'll take the next road down. Hang on. I'll turn here. This is going to end up quite a long video, I think. I hope you won't fall asleep too many times through it. So all these houses are were originally coastal fishing little areas around the bays. It was only 40 years ago, I think. 40 years ago they actually put the road up that we're going to ride around. All before that it was all just low roads or access via low, you know, low tide sort of stuff. This is a nice house here. It's another abandoned house. It's sort of buried in here. Very traditional, you know, no concrete footings. It's all just stone footings. There's a house in there, believe it or not, well used, well gone past its use by date. But this house along here is lovely. There's a bit of money, you could do something really nice with it in there. Big area. And we'll zoom down here. Yeah, so all this road along here is all new, relatively new, and before that it was just cliffs down into beach, and you'd walk along here at low tide. Kids would go to school. Incredible. This is where Tom works. This is all nori. So these are all nori floats and nets. Those tanks will be filled with, after it comes in from the ocean, the nets, it would then be put in the tanks, and then it would go through. There's a whole lot of processing machinery in through there. And these boats with these big stainless steel tubes on them, they run over the nori nets. Well, they don't run over them. The nori nets get picked up over the top of those. The nets then get full over, and then it gets shaken and pulled off, and all the nori falls down into the back of the boats. Then the boats come in, and then they would the nori would then get pumped into those big tanks, and there it would sit for a while, get agitated, and then gets put through the factory for processing, which basically means they dry it out, put it onto sheets like paper, and go from there. I'll do a video like that later on in the year. Actually, it's really fascinating. Right, anyway, this is all Ogawa's cranes and everything else. It's really beautiful here. The bird life is astounding. So the insects. It's I think 40 plus years ago there's a lot of pesticides and things, but since the market's fallen out of all that, we can yeah, things have bounced back a lot, which is yeah, just so good to see. Here's some bays over there, absolutely stunning bays for anchoring. Yeah. And this is where Marvin lives, just in behind here. So I'm about to go and talk to him. I'll turn the camera off and have a talk to him about my solar installation and what I have to do next. That's what houses are like. Right, don't forget that today. Well, that was, just turn the electric bike on, eh? Not used to having to actually work for my, here we go. Well, that was absolutely fascinating. I really like Marvin. He's such a interesting person. He has so much good ideas and things. Anyway, I will take the inside. I'll take a video of the inside once I get the courage to ask him. Really, he's an inventor, and he has your classic inventoring house. It's just full of stuff. My God. Anyway, so the outcome of that was I've got the information I need to finish off building up my board and things, and he'll come around and put his little boxes on. I just realized he's moved on from pole straw intermittent DC, now does DC to AC inverting, but he does it in such a way that is very, very clever, and he's got a patent on various parts of it. So we'll go over those in the next couple of weeks when he gets all done and put together. For his inventions, really, going direct from solar into aircon is such a big plus, especially now that people are actually finally starting to wake up to the disasters that we've managed to create with global warming, and the problems we're going to face in the future with increased heat, but having to somehow cut our carbon emissions, which is happening at the same time that people are wanting to have more power for air conditioning. So this is, yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. Very interesting stuff. Yes, the house on the corner would have been an original farmhouse or a fisherman's house here, and I'll show you what I mean about they just poured concrete around things. So if we look down here, there's the original stone wall, and that's where it would have gone to. The house at high tide would have been on the waterfront like this. There's an old bridgey thing. So in some ways it's a shame, because it's nice to have all this road access, but they lost a lot of the character at the same time. And with sea level rise, all these concrete walls are going to be a problem. It's hot, no? 32 degrees today, I think. Right. Well, here's our lemongrass. That there is a beautiful lemongrass, planted it a year ago. So good. Anyway, we'll catch you later. G'day, Paul. Yeah, in the afternoon now. I'm just going to go and so back in the office. I'm just about to start the mixing up some chocolate so I can put it on. You know, just finish off these bits here. I think you can just see them. There's some slight grooves through here. Got to turn the background music off, or YouTube gets me for a copyright infringement, and then I can't do anything. I've got to upload the whole thing again. Yep. So I've found a few little areas that are low. So everything in black circles or black squiggles is something I need to just put a little bit of chocolate on, and then I can sand that flat. Okay, I've just recorded a whole lot of nothing, and I've now turned it off and it's now recording. Okay, so I've also gone and taped up all my joints I've got to do. I wasn't quite happy with those, so I'm just going to put another cove right around that, just increase the diameter slightly, up around there too. That should all make a nice difference. Oh, that wind is picking up. Sam's got another charter this afternoon, so just for 2 hours. So with this wind picking up, it's quite pleasant. Should be a good sail. Anyway, catch you later, mate. Man. Oh, now you're recording. Okay, so I'll do this again. Yep, just taking all the tape off. Everything is. Oh damn! I've missed a couple of places. I think I'll. Yeah, you can see 2 places up there I missed. I think I've got enough gooey stuff left over to quickly do those. But anyway, that's what she's looking like now, full of chocolate stuff. But it's gonna look good when it's all sanded back. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the next, I'll give it a day and a half, a couple of days to fully harden up in this humidity. You're back into radiation chemo next week, I think you said. So yeah, stay positive, look after yourself. Have all the pills you got to have, eat plenty of food. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Look after yourself.